Okay, any commentary coming through? Brief audio test. We need to turn that down a little bit. Okay. Alright, Wesley, let me know if you can hear me. Alright, we're going to begin. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels! So it's been a long time since we've been playing this game, actually. The previous runs through the game... Oh, crap. Am I still streaming? Yeah, we're good. Okay, the previous videos for this Let's Play were not recorded live. They were... Oh, what the heck is happening? I already have a... No, I don't need the tutorial. I should already have a... file going with this, which means there is an issue here. Anyway, I decided to do this as a live stream because, for one, it's a test to see how well I can perform live streams with my current setup, and then also I wanted to be able to just kind of facilitate this live as things happen. And this Let's Play had a really bad start because I tried to get some co-hosts on there with me, and they were just downright terrible. So, Michelle will be joining me in the future for this, but it's not a high priority. It's more important that she joins me for some of the other games that we do. So... Okay, I'm online. Cool. Yeah, I'm supposed to already have that stuff unlocked on this profile on this hard drive, so I shouldn't have to... I should already have all my decks and everything in there. I didn't start from scratch. I wanted to, but I didn't. Alright, so a lot has changed in the name of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the previous video. So, Link monsters have come out in the real game, and unfortunately, in my opinion, irrevocably changed the game to where... Okay, so we completed this one last time. Alright, so here's where we're starting this time around. Yeah, they pretty much irrevocably changed the game to where... I don't know that I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively anymore, so I'm sort of doing this Let's Play as sort of a commemorative series... sort of saying my goodbye to the card game, and taking a walk down memory lane for all my fond memories of it. And this will probably not be the only series that I do that will be like that. I will probably do some videos about the anime and things like that, and Michelle, having a good experience with it as well, will be able to speak to that in the same way. So, we're going up against regular Yugi here. He has a fusion deck that relies mostly on some of the same stuff that his grandfather used in the first stage tournament. So we're gonna send out a strong beat stick here. Do I actually want to set that and have it pester me every single phase of my opponent's turn? I guess I do. I don't think he can summon anything to get over that, and if we do, we can protect it for long enough to get out another monster on our turn and synchro, perhaps. Fusion Sage! He's gonna pull Polarization from his deck and hopefully use it. I would like that. In the last video, we defeated Seto Kaiba as the boss of the second tier tournament for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime. And he was not all that difficult. Okay, he didn't fuse, but he did set a card, which could be problematic if I cared, but I don't think I do. That might be useful pretty soon. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what he has. I don't think he has anything that can withstand this. But you never know. I don't know the character's decks as intimately in this game as I do in Forbidden Memories and Duels of the Roses. So that was a Mushroom Man. Mushroom Man number 1, to be exact, who was never localized in our TCG, except for maybe in like a tournament pack or something like that. Mushroom Man 2 was, however. Alright, so Magna Drago's effect activated, which increases attack by 200 after he dealt direct damage to my opponent. So I believe that should remain while he's facing on the field. So he can be a little bit more formidable now. We don't really care about that. We just like the fact that he's a level 2 tuner. Let's see. Foolish Burial. I suppose I want to go ahead and use that. Always want to use that as soon as I draw it. Let's see what I can send to the graveyard. Probably Plague Spreader. But I could potentially send maybe a big guy like... Oh, I don't have the 3000 beater I have in this deck is Barbaros. So yeah, I guess I will send Plague Spreader to the graveyard. That seems to be the best thing I could possibly do for him. So what I could do is go into a level 8 synchro by using either normal summoning one of these guys or using the effect of Plague Spreader in the graveyard. I think I'll save that. Perhaps I will go into Iron Chain Dragon. Let's see. I may want to save Blizzard's effect for after I've used him. Okay, let's go ahead and battle, and then I will synchro in main phase 2. It's the Dark Hexial Fusion, those things that we thought they were going to be useful, and then nobody ever really did anything with them. They can be used as a substitute. Oh, now he's up to 1800, cool. They can be used as a substitute for fusion material for that attribute, which is kind of cool, I guess, but again, there was never really any uses for it that I could think of. Alright, let me just take a moment to ensure the quality of this recording. Okay. Thankfully, on single player, there's no penalty for just letting the game idle. I'm assuming if you played this online, there would be a timer. He's going to use Polymerization. What is he going to create? He's fusing 2 monsters. Which, the downside of running a deck like this... Okay, he's substituting something with... Really? Really? You wasted 3 cards. The Polymerization and the 2 cards from your hand. You negged 3 to bring out a Flame Ghost with 1000 attack that I can easily destroy with Smashing Ground. Oh my god. Alright. Limits are offering your lives. I will have to take them. Do I want to just do the thing? Yeah, hell with it. I'll attack you directly for 100. Mill the top 3 of your deck. Yeah, this is going to be pretty painfully easy looking at his deck right now. It's mostly low power normal monsters that can be used in fusions. Let's go with him. Alright, good stuff. We got a little bit more power on the board, plus a nice defensive effect that can increase our life points and protect us from effects that target. Perfect, he's in defense mode. I could always bring back Plague Spreader, but it would be 3 tuners. I couldn't make anything else with that. Which is fine, for now. I may actually be able to kill him right here. Yeah, hell with it. Let's see if we can kill that. We might not be able to, but it's okay. It's worth the risk. Ah! Alright, Yugi, that's it. Good try, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough. Do we get anything I care about? Nothing! Well, I kind of like that Shining Flame Wingman. That's kind of cool, but I don't know that I'll ever be able to use it. Okay, now we're moving on to Ishizu Ishtar, which, again, the name Ishtar makes me think of the goddess Ishtar, and especially if you have been playing any Fate Grand Order, then you should know a little bit about a certain character that goes by Ishtar. But Ishizu has grown on me a lot as a character. I used to really not like her when originally watching the series, but now I've grown to like her quite a bit. Actually, in the previous video, or the videos with Michael and Chris, there was a discussion about the about Ishizu and her and Kaiba and the whole. Do I want to get out Thunder King and prevent her from searching? I guess I do. She's using Gravekeepers, which could potentially be really dangerous because Gravekeepers were one of the first archetypes to actually be competitively viable. Anyway, yeah, the whole thing with her predicting that Kaiba would defeat her with Obelisk, and then he just tributes him off for Blue Eyes, and he's like, "Screw your supernatural bullshit!" And I just think that was... I mean, some people think that was dumb, but I think it was awesome. So... neither player can add cards from a deck to their hand, and I can potentially negate one special summon by tributing him, so Thunder King is pretty good. I'm going to assume that she doesn't have anything. I don't think she could have any hand traps, potentially. Not on this difficulty, at least. There is sort of like a New Game Plus version of this game, where characters do have a higher tier deck, so it would be more likely that she would have like a hand trap. Oh, are you serious? She had a hand trap. How about that? What do I have in here that's a rank 4? I don't care about that. Well played. You foiled me. I don't think it'll be enough, though, unless she has another one in her hand somewhere. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and blow up her face down. We don't care what it is. And I will set Magic Cylinder. Oh, that was Solemn Warning. That was definitely good. She has a pretty tough deck, then. Please don't be Gravekeeper Spy. Please don't be Gravekeeper Spy. Thank God. Ha! Couldn't add things from the deck to the hand. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Thunder King. Well, I do have to say, Shizu has done a very good job of prolonging any damage to herself. We'll see how long that continues. I do have Night Assailant, which has a flip destroy effect. We'll see what happens with that. At least I think it's a flip destroy effect. Or I could banish it to draw 2 cards. Yeah, I think I want to do that. More advantage I can get, the better. Perfect. Who do I want to get rid of, though? I probably do want to get rid of that Assailant. I won't bring out Summoner Monk quite yet, because I don't want him to be targeted by effects when I have no spells to discard activate his effect anyway. So, we're just going to battle again. And hope that she takes damage this turn. Hell! Gravekeeper Spy. Alright, go ahead and get out 2 more. It's okay. Or 1 more, I guess. Well, you got me there. So a little bit of history for you guys. So Gravekeeper Spy was a very influential card that I used way back in the day with my first actually really competitive deck, because it had 2000 defense and it was able to get another one of itself out when it was flipped up, so I was able to get tribute fodder for Monarchs, which is kind of the same theme that this deck that I'm playing right now uses. So honestly, if I had 3 Gravekeeper Spy, I would probably use it in this deck. Let's see. Do I want to use swords to reveal their face down, or do I want to use it to discard for Summoner Monk? I don't know if I'd be able to even get anything that could destroy... Let me see what Sky Pegasus does. Yeah, that wouldn't really be worth it. I could shrink one of them down, but only one of them. And only halves attack. Alright, we're gonna summon the Summoner Monk. I'm going to sack the other set card. Please don't be another Gravekeeper Spy. Fiendish Chain! That's going to negate his attack and his effect. Okay, that did a whole lot. So at this point, I may want to exceed or synchro with Thunder King just to get rid of Fiendish Chain. One card that I also used heavily when Gravekeepers were popular was Nobleman of Crossout. Nobleman of Crossout would banish a face-down monster, and in doing so, okay, you're going to enter and not going to attack Summoner Monk, which is good because I would just use Magic Cylinder. I am going to get rid of that Zolga, obviously. God, this has been going on for, like, what, 12 turns now, almost? Yep, 12 turns. Huh, so he gains 200 for every fairy type in the graveyard. So he's up to 19 right now. He's gonna attack. I'm gonna activate Magic Cylinder. That's gonna hurt her a little bit. And by a little bit I mean a significant amount at least, to where she is at least losing now. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and use Summoner Monk and get rid of swords. I can do this because Fiendish Chain has negated, what's his name? So these are the only level 4s I have. I guess I might as well go with Breaker. Maybe I can break Fiendish Chain if I am so inclined. Or he could just not get his token. That's cool too. Alright, hell with it. I just wish this thing had more attack. Like, 1800 is just not good enough for something that requires 2 level 4 monsters. We'll see if she pays 1,000 to negate this. She probably will. Yep. That's fine. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that Mudora thing by using Shrink. Shrink is the difference between your physical inventory and your book inventory. Yeah, we know. The inputs are very touchy with that, like you have to be very specific about your inputs. Nice, went down to 750. Cool. And I can't really battle with anything else, so that's gonna be it for me. At least it's single elimination with these duels instead of full match like it is with the champion. But this is just a much tougher deck, and only because of a couple of cards that are a little bit more techy. I don't know why she continues to play this thing in attack mode and do nothing with it. It's really quite silly, as a matter of fact. So we're going to set that desk wall, obviously, and hopefully burn her for more damage. It's ridiculous that just a 2,000 defense wall has been able to keep her alive for this long. They're not to be underestimated. Take 200 more damage! Yeah, the game prompting you to respond to every little thing used to bother me when I first played 5D's Decade Duels, but now it's like... I realized that that's kind of how the game is actually played when you think about it, because you do have to monotonously look at every single input that is going to take place, so it's just healthy to get into that habit. Alright, we're going to flip up Deskawala and deal some burn damage to my opponent, and not chain it at all. So she's down to 1750, and we haven't really even attacked her directly. I don't need your goats. I'm an adult. Let's get Bora. That might be able to deal some piercing damage to whatever she has face down. Oh crap, I can't attack this turn. Oh well. That's fine, I don't care about that. Yeah, she has like the second generation of Gravekeeper's cards as well. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that, but that's fine. You got rid of the one of your spies. Oh, yeah, let's not and say we did. You know what, as well, I can be... Oh, yes! Smashing Ground! That actually will probably win me the game. Let me go ahead and set that, because I'm probably going to need it. I'm going to use Book of Moon on Deskawala, so we can use its effect again, like an absolute jerk. And then we're going to destroy Gravekeeper Spy. Yep. And for some reason she has a trap that actually worked out for her pretty well. Huh. Did not anticipate that. Well, it's okay. We still have a monster that's stronger than hers, and I can just flip Deskawala right over again. That's pretty cool. Yeah, she's about to go bye-bye. Ooh! That was tough. Wow. Cool, we got a Draco Equiste. I may use that eventually. The problem with using really any card in... oh, and a Fable, too. The problem with using really any card in this game is that getting the cards you want is pure RNG. There's no way to reliably get the cards you want, and even if you pay real money to buy a structure deck, you still just get the bare bones basic of what you need. Alright, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the stream, which is market research time. So I'm going to check and see who's in the chat, because for some reason my recording setup does not allow me to see the chat while in stream, so we're going to see what's happening right now. Okay, Wesley is wanting me to activate my trap card, and he's counting down until .hack. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, the new .hack GU remaster comes out in a couple hours. Comes out on Friday. For those of you that have it as a digital download, but who has it as a digital download when you can just go buy a physical copy? I know quite a few people that are indulging in that right now. Alright, so that concludes market research time. Thank you all for indulging me in that. Okay, so now it is time to fight Shoddy, one of the most elusive and enigmatic characters in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters series. So, this guy was basically a... he was sort of a prophet or a seer that had a lot to do with safeguarding and protecting the Millennium items. I don't think we ever get to see this guy actually play, now that I think about it. And if we do, it's very infrequent. It's not early on. He is alluded to very, very early on in the series, but they don't do a whole lot with him until much later on. Even then, he doesn't really get a whole lot of development. Wow, what a great opening hand. And I'm not really sure what to do with it. This Nightmare Steel Cage is... I may actually go ahead and edit that, or take that out of the deck. We'll see what happens. And if I remember correctly, his deck focuses on ritual summoning Demise, I believe, which could be really bad potentially. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and pull... oh, he's using the other one, Ruin Queen of Oblivion. Instead of Demise, King of Armageddon. Yeah, we're going to activate the effect in 3 months. Let's see what we have here. So I could Smash and Ground and get rid of Manju, so when I summon Caius, I can banish his set card. That's very kind of wasteful, I guess you could say, but I just want to be absolutely safe when I go to attack him directly. I just really don't want him to get Demise out, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, again, we don't know that he actually even has Demise, so... Oh, Caius. A staple of majority of decks I played for years. Reckless Greed. Oh, that kind of sucks. Well, at least we know we can attack him directly. Assuming he doesn't have hand traps. Okay. Decade Duels has given me, like, post-traumatic stress disorder when it comes to, Gores. Gores is a terrifying thing. He's getting advanced ritual art, which is going to allow him to use normal monsters to bring out Ruin Queen of Oblivion. She has less attack than... she has less attack than Kaya. She has 23. Wow, he put the thing in defense mode. Just use a Demise, dude. Like, don't even bother with her. She can attack twice, which is pretty cool, but she has 23. Demise had like 24. And you could pay 2,000 to destroy every other card in the field, which would allow you to attack directly with him, which is really, really cool. Have fun searching with this. I mean, had I actually summoned that before, I may have prevented some of her plays, but I'm not terribly worried about that. Let's go ahead and get rid of her. Because there's literally nothing stopping me from doing that. Good job, Shoddy. Draw phase is skipped! Aw! Yeah, this was before the era of ritual monsters actually being good. A barrel rock? What is that, Shoddy? Oh my god! That's okay. You're allowed to play whatever you want. Okay, so Knight of Satan allows me to target a monster my opponent controls. It does not have to be face up. So I think I'm just going to blow up whatever that is, and then attack him directly. It was another Manju. He didn't want to play it face up because he knew he couldn't search. What a shame. Take 200 damage! That wasn't too bad. You get a giant soldier of stone, which is very appropriate for having defeated him. And we don't get anything else that I remotely care about. Not that I even remotely cared about giant soldier of stone. Okay, so this is definitely the Egyptian tier right here. So we, aside from Yugi, who is exempt from that, we have all the major Egyptian characters. So we're going up against Odeon now, which has a skill drain deck. Dear God, a skill drain deck. So these actually, I have quite a traumatic history with these. Skill drain decks were used primarily when the Malefic archetype came out, which was the signature archetype from the pack that came out for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie. And they were obscenely powerful monsters that could only really be used best when their effects were negated. So Skill Drain was very, very, very good for that, because it only hurt your opponent and only helped you. So as a result of that, I'm going to go ahead and use Gold Sarcophagus, which I forgot I even had in this deck. And we're going to be putting aside Beast King Barbaros. The nice thing about Beast King Barbaros when it comes to Skill Drain is you can activate his effect in your hand to normal summon him with 1900 attack, and when he hits the field, his effect will be negated. So he'll go back up to 3000. So it's really mean that way. We're going to go ahead and use Foolish Burial. We'll send Le Plexpiader to the graveyard. I don't know what, I just switched between like 3 accents there in the process of doing that. I probably shouldn't do that. I've got a Raikou as well I can use for some spot removal if I really need to. Oh dear, Chainsaw Insect. Ooh, that sucks. So I get to draw a card, which is one of the reasons why Chainsaw Insect is so terrible. But if he plays Skill Drain, it'll just be a 2400 beater with no drawback. So I'm going to use Raikou for that. And I may actually use Swords. So even if he does use Skill, even if that is Skill Drain he has set, I can flip up Raikou, destroy it, and still battle. MST? Tough, because if I don't get rid of Goblin Elite Attack Force, he's going to hit me for 22. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Should be able to destroy his monster again. He just keeps letting me draw, and I've got Morphing Jar as well if I really want to mess with him. Giant Orc. Man, this is tough. I don't want to keep taking damage. He keeps attacking me with Chainsaw Insect. That'll have to do for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and Torrential. Okay, so hopefully if he plays anything else that's strong, I can just bottomless it. So we'll be okay for that for a minute. I don't want to use Morphing Jar quite yet because I still have good stuff. I have really good stuff in my hand, as a matter of fact, that I don't want to get rid of. So Neos Alias is a Gemini, of course, so right now he has no effect, and when he has an effect, he doesn't really have an effect. So it's okay, he can use Skill Drain on him all day, and it won't hurt me one bit. Goblin Attack Force! Goblin Attack Force was a very infamous beater way back in the very, very early competitive days. I wonder if I can... I want to activate that. Let me just view... Alright, I can bring out Chaos Sorcerer. I shouldn't bring out Caius because I'll have to banish something. So let's just bring out Chaos Sorcerer. This could be a huge mistake because he could potentially summon something stronger than it and run it over, in which case I'd be in a bad situation. Hopefully he would just attack Neos Alias to do more damage, and I could just banish whatever the card is with Chaos Sorcerer. Or just tribute off whatever monster is left and just banish it with Caius. I gotta say, Odeon, this is actually a really interesting duel, even though you have not used Skill Drain yet, and you're actually pretty much too low on life points to even activate it right now. I gotta say, this was entertaining. Chad wants to know what kind of deck this is. This is basically... how do I explain this? This deck was made using the starting cards from 5D's Decade Duels, but heavily modified. So it's basically just a good, you know, beat-down Monarch deck, essentially, that would have been tournament legal in, like, the early GX era, essentially. So it has a little bit of synchros in there. It's very reminiscent of like some of the Chaos like Dad decks in a way, and it's also very similar to a Monarch deck that I played, like I said, in the early GX era. So looks like we win. Yeah, now you definitely can't activate Skill Drain. Well, that's it for you. Yeah, that was actually quite entertaining. I would actually really love for him to be able to get off Skill Drain and all that. Again, nothing to care about. We might get lucky. If I get a Red Eyes Darkness Medal, that will be like my Holy Grail card for the random drops for this game. Chad wants to know, do I still play Yu-Gi-Oh? So I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream, that I had played the card game heavily up until the beginning of this year, where they introduced Link Monsters, and that's kind of when I quit, because I realized that in order to incorporate Link Monsters, I would have had to have changed all of my current decks, except for the ones that don't use the extra deck, like Cosmos and things like that don't really use them, Cosmos and Monarchs. I still have a very strong appreciation for the game, and I still like some of the products they're coming out with. And I'm not like the typical player that's going to go and sell off all of his stuff now that he's done playing the game. But I'm definitely going to take a more casual approach to it than I used to. Even though my friend Ben, shoutouts to Ben, he made me contemplate seriously getting back into playing competitively when he brought some of his decks to my Halloween party. But I think I can safely say I'm just going to be a casual fan and a collector for now. I'll still play friends if they want to, but who knows? Maybe this most recent format was actually really cool. I really like some of the stuff they unbanned, or unbanned and unlimited. They even brought back some of the Pendulum stuff that up until then was previously kind of overpowered. What to do? Do I play any other card games? A lot of friends have tried to get me into Magic, but it was never really my thing. I really enjoy Weiss Wars as a casual game because it's the card game for anime nerds, and it has all your favorite characters. And so obviously, I really like the Fate cards in there. Oh, look, a Revival Jam. I hope he doesn't. I hope he activates its effect. Yeah, I really like Weiss Wars. I play the Fate cards. I had the Persona cards as well. Fun stuff. Chris has the Attack on Titan cards. I actually would love to do some videos of us playing Weiss Wars. And then I actually really wanted to get into the Final Fantasy Opus TCG, because that looks really cool, and I have a couple of the sets of that. So maybe I'll do another video of us playing just out of the structure decks. The community for the Final Fantasy Opus game is really strong. I'm gonna have to not allow that. That's kind of a cool monster though. Gilgarth, that was a card that was previously only available in the Japanese Merrick structure deck, and then it became. What should I bounce Nightmare Wheel, or should I bounce? Rival Jam. I think I'll do this. I think I'll bring out Ryza, get rid of Thunder King, which therefore gets rid of. Do you want to deal the most amount of damage? Yeah, it's worth it. And I'll just set Rush recklessly, so when he inevitably summons that again and tries to swing at Bora, it just won't work. I just want to keep punching Revival Jam. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time is Meteor Black Dragon, for kind of obscure reasons. Mainly because of how useful he was in Forbidden Memories and Duels of the Roses. I absolutely love Meteor Black Dragon's design, and when they made Meteor Black Comet Dragon, or whatever he was called, I was just so in love with that card. He didn't summon Gilgarth yet. Maybe he will. There he goes. Yeah. Meteor Black Dragon, definitely. Second would be probably Blue Eyes. And then I really love the Noble Knight archetype. I love all the designs of all the Noble Knight cards. Mainly because I am a fan of the Arthurian legend. And I like their playstyle as well. Honestly, I mean, I could play Krebons and make a synchro and do that, but I could honestly just kill him with the piercing damage. Remember back in the day before we actually adapted the term piercing from Magic the Gathering, we used to call it trample, because it wasn't an actual quantified term within a game. We always had to have a spelled out effect that said, when this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict battle damage equal to the difference in points or whatever. And so now that we actually have terms like banish and piercing implemented into the game, we don't say things like trample anymore. I remember Fairy Meteor Crush being the first card that would give any monster trample, as we called it back in the day, and that was actually pretty. That was pretty impressive back in the day, because. Oh, okay. I thought that meant either player's graveyard. So obviously we're gonna set the desk Koala. Try to burn in from as much as possible. Add a couple of tuners. Honestly, I think Blizzard would be the one I'd get rid of first. So let's go ahead and activate Allure. I always feel like I'm using Allure improperly, and I can't really say why, because I guess I never used a deck back in the day competitively that used a lure. I used a couple of decks used them, but not heavily. What card do I want to get in 2 turns? Maybe I will get Chaos Sorcerer. Alright, fam, do your thing. So, I didn't even emphasize who we were fighting there because I was busy talking, but we're fighting Merrick Ishtar, who, again, is not only the brother of Ishizu, but also... Alright, you're not going to be able to get over that, bro. But also the main antagonist for a majority of the Battle City arc and the Virtual World arc, all that stuff. He's basically the villain for like a season and a half of the show, and then he kind of mellows out because he has that alter ego, which we'll be fighting later. I think he actually uses Winged Dragon of Ra, which is pretty intimidating. So he summoned a monster called Newdoria, which can be pretty intimidating because it can destroy the monster that it battles with. So I definitely don't want to run into that. I think I want to banish it. Let's see. He activated a trap called Coffin Seller, which is going to hit me for 300 every time a monster goes to my graveyard. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Let me just go ahead and bring out Caius. There's a possibility that his other set card could bite me in the ass, but we'll see what happens. We're going to banish Newdoria. He's going to take 1,000 damage, which is pretty great. Okay. We're in business. And as I said before with this game, the each champion of every tier has a... You have to fight an entire match against them, so it's best 2 out of 3. Great, Messenger of Peace. That is a really dickish card. I think I showed it off earlier in the game, where when that's on the field, monsters with 1,500 or more cannot declare an attack. It's one of the best... What did he just do? Huh, okay. But he has to pay 100 just to use it, which is a negligible cost, definitely. Oh, I got Chaos Sorcerer, that's what happened. Okay, cool. What do? Can't summon him yet. None of the synchros I have good spell or trap removal. Huh. That's unfortunate. He's going to take control of Prebons and not Caius? I guess he can't attack with Caius either way. Oh, well that was actually really uneventful. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm not sure how to get over that. I could potentially rush recklessly into Gilgarth. I wonder if it would allow me to do that. Because I declared the attack and then I increased his attack. Interesting. I'll wait. Maybe he'll do something stupid. Shame Heavy Storm was banned during the format that this game was made in. Hmm. Nothing that can destroy that. I know, obviously, Black Rose can nuke the field, but I can't really go into... It's difficult for me to go into a level 7 in this deck. Yeah, he's still kicking there with Messenger of Peace. Like, that's not gonna really drain him anytime soon at all. I don't know if Foolish would benefit us at this point or not. Why don't I just use it to get something to bring out Chaos Sorcerer? Can't think of anything else I would benefit from sending right now. So, let's get rid of one of these guys. Ow. Solemn Warning? Are you serious? Oh well, he took more damage from that than I did. Okay, bro. Get rid of Lafrasia. Rafflesia. Almost said Lafrasia, like Odin Sphere Lafrasia. No, I don't think so. Do I? Bye. No! I didn't think it would do that! That's not good. Of course, granted, ooh, can Raikou destroy any card or just a monster? One card in the field. Okay, so I need to get something good back out in the field before I do that, or else I'll get run over. But yeah, destroying Messenger of Peace is definitely a high priority. What? So he chose not to pay, and he allowed it to be destroyed, so he can attack me. Okay. Do I want to activate the effect of a card? Yeah, Sack Armor. That way I can just destroy his Coffin Cellar or his set card with Raikou and attack him directly. For what, 400 damage? Guess so. Oh, more like, what, 600 damage plus maybe 700? Oh, cool. Raiko's on a tuner, so I can Synchro Shokan! How about that? Oh, again, for those of you who are waiting for the new Dot Hack to come out, there's a Dot Hack reference for you. It's Balmung. Yeah, and if I activate Rush recklessly, I can kill him, assuming he doesn't block it. I think it's worth it. Let's do it. Okay, so we'll go up to 28. Damn it! Another Reflex on, which I cannot attack anyway. That's fine. It's actually kind of not fine. It's actually really inconvenient. Well, at least he's the final boss of this tier, so he's putting up a fight. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Man, never underestimate your opponent's set cards. What's the drawback to Metal Reflex line? Nothing. Interesting. Well, let's just go into a bigger Synchro Monster then. How about that? Get rid of Nightmare Wheel and be able to attack again at least. I don't know if I want to attack that because it might have a nasty effect, so I'm going to wait to get swords back and then activate that. That's what I thought. Oh, he's not attacking me. Interesting. Well, that kind of puts me in a predicament. You know what? I can stall for a couple turns, but I need to get something that can kill him pretty soon. This is getting a bit ridiculous. I still have higher life points than him, but like by a lot, but this needs to hurry up and resolve before I run out of cards. Oh, wow. Asshole. Right when I said it needed to resolve. Let's wait it out, and maybe I'll go into Red Dragon Archfiend. That will blow up both of his cards. I may just have to wait out swords. And he'll probably defend with other cards, too, in an attempt to stall. So I don't want to provoke any effects that I don't have to deal with. Yeah, let's just wait it out. Let's not waste any more resources. This will probably be the last duel for the night, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I certainly appreciate that. Oh dear. What? The Winged Dragon of Ra! Yes, activate the effect of a card. What are you, daft? You have 100 life points left, you fool! It has 2,700. This could be bad, depending on what he has set back there. Dear, oh dear. Hopefully he just committed suicide, though. Let's get out... The Winged Dragon of Ra, unfortunately, is the worst of the properly adapted God cards, because it really doesn't have any very good abilities. Let's go ahead and go into Red Dragon Archfiend, and just hope we can deal battle damage and win this. What's that? Another Nightmare Wheel. Great. I think when that is destroyed, the monster it's attached to is destroyed. Nope, I can Dust Tornado that. Cool. Let's see whose dragon is the strongest. Yay! We finally did it. Oh, man. That was crazy. We got one of his new Dorias. I guess that's cool. We got Obelisk the Tormentor! Yes! Oh, cool. And we got another Beast King Barbaros. Cool. Nice. What a great finale to an otherwise underwhelming stream. Alright, so next time we'll be going up against... I think it's the last tier. Yep, alright, so next time on Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels, we'll be going up against the final tier for Duel Monsters, which is kind of a funny arrangement here. So we have Rebecca Hawkins, of all people, which I guess they had to have a low-tier duelist for that one. My Valentine, Bakura, who uses Destiny Board, which is terrible, of course. Joey, and then finally on to Yamayugi, who has a much more full-fledged Dark Magician deck, but not nearly onto the tier as what we have now in the actual game. And then after that, we're moving on to GX. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys